Hello, and thanks for joining me as we take a look at kitchens in the 50s. The 1950s was a time of economic expansion and new technologies. After World War II, America was ready to look forward to the future. A record number of new homes were being built, and the kitchen of the 50s was all about functionality. The 50s is where we see things like dishwashers, toasters, refrigerators, and mixers all become more affordable. The kitchen would have custom built-in cupboards to accommodate all the latest gear designed to make cooking easier. If you were upgrading your existing kitchen, then a salesman could come to your home with his little miniature kitchen kit so you could have everything right where you needed it. And here is the thing I love the most about the 50s kitchen. You selected one colour and then you would match everything to it. You want a pink kitchen? You can get a pink toaster, refrigerator, plates, cups, and so on, all to match. Colours of the 50s were mostly pink, blue, or yellow, and generally in pastels. In the 60s, we would see more red and black and two-tone become popular, but for me, a whole kitchen in turquoise blue would be just awesome. Let's have a look at some of the things I could get to match my cabinets. This is my dream kitchen, so let's start with one of these in the driveway outside the window. The 50s is when we start to see kitchens move from the back of the home to the front of the house, so this fits in perfectly. Then we can have the fridge, the sink, and the stove all to match. Pyrex casserole and bakeware dishes were popular in the 50s and often given as wedding presents. The beautiful pastel prints of the 50s have become quite a collector's item nowadays. The Tupperware Company started in the 1940s, and in the early 1950s, the in-home Tupperware party became their main marketing method. Tupperware parties were a great way for women to make some extra money and a good excuse for the neighbours to get together and socialise. The pastel colours were designed to fit in perfectly with the modern 1950s kitchen. Canisters of flour, rice, sugar, coffee and tea made the perfect accessory for those long bench tops and meant that ingredients were easily on hand when needed. Paper packaging was used in the 50s, so storing these ingredients in canisters kept them away from rodents and germs. KitchenAid mixers were available for home use in the 20s, however they were very expensive and very heavy. By the 50s, the KitchenAid and its competitor, the Sunbeam Mixmaster, were lighter, more affordable, and available in white, yellow, pink, or blue to suit the style of that time. The 50s was a time of invention. Kitchen appliances like the refrigerators and the new portable dishwasher were constantly gaining new features. Here we have the first incarnation of the toaster oven. The oven wasn't particularly powerful, but it was enough to keep your toast and pastries warm. Refrigerators now have built-in freezer compartments. A modern marvel for the time was refrigerators with built-in ice makers, or this gadget that gave you ice-cold water straight from the tap. There were demonstrations of what the kitchen of the future might look like, including built-in appliances that could be called forth with the push of a button, adjustable benches that could be adjusted for height, and these marvellous fridge spaces. Here we have an all-in-one fridge cabinet, and here we see the fridge in the upper cabinets, though this would make getting to the back of the fridge a bit difficult. Now, it's only fair to tell you that my house that I currently live in was built in 1931, and not much has been done to bring it up to date. These pictures aren't my actual kitchen, just to give you an idea of an average small 1930s kitchen. The kitchen is a small room with a sink, a fridge, and a stove. There is room for a freestanding cabinet or shelf that would hold the kitchen items. It does have a pantry where the old meat safe still sits. The people who built this house in 1931 would have been blown away by the futuristic kitchen of the 1950s. For me, to have that much bench space and built-in cupboards would just be a dream come true. But what I really love about the 50s kitchens is the colour. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you a fan of the 50s decor? Do you prefer the more modern white look of today's kitchens? Or maybe white with a splash of colour like seen here on this picture from Pinterest? I hope you enjoyed this look into the 1950s kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like and subscribe to my channel to show your support and to see more videos.